Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to do another try not to laugh challenge. I haven't done one in so long, and I'm actually really excited about this. So, before we get started though, we should do a subscribe challenge. Subscribe challenge. The subscribe challenge today. Try to subscribe challenge today. Try to subscribe using your Try to subscribe using your neck. Your neck. That is the challenge. And so yeah, that's the challenge. So that's the challenge. And without further ado, let's get this started. I haven't done one in so long, so I might be rusty. Who knows? Who knows at this point? But we're gonna try this anyway.
Why do teachers always call on you when you're zoned out? Like, you'll be staring out the window hallucinating about what food you're gonna eat when you get home, and the teacher randomly decides to ask you a question. The entire class turns around and just stares at you, and you have no idea what the question was, because you were mentally at the McDonald's drive-thru.
So
But you know
true.
what's even worse? It's when you somehow manage to say the right answer, and the teacher gets all excited and says, "Yes, exactly." Now, can you explain to the class how you got that? Like, ma'am, I cannot explain. I have zero explanation. That answer came from the void. And when I say I don't know, the teacher looks at me like I just shot somebody in front of her eyes. Like, miss, don't ever ask me a question again, because next time the answer you're getting is chicken nuggets. Subscribe for a kiss. Why do teachers always...
That is crazy. But that's actually so true. That's actually so true, though.
Why do teachers want us to learn random-ass languages? Like, bro, in my school, they literally make us learn French. French? What? I don't need French. Like, am I gonna walk into the school and be like, oui, oui? Je m'appelle Baguette? Hell no. I can barely pass English. And y'all want... Why do teachers want us to learn random-ass languages? Like, bro, in my school, they literally make us learn French. French? What? I don't need French. I'm gonna walk into Walmart and be like, oui, oui. Je m'appelle Baguette? Hell no. I can barely pass English. And y'all want me out here conjugating verbs in another language? For what? So I can impress a croissant? School really thinks I'm about to be bilingual when I can't even laugh without crying. Nah, bro. I don't need French. I need sleep. Shout out to Not Eyeball Guy 16. He apparently gives free air, LOL. Why do teachers want us to...
That one neighbor at 7 a.m. on a Saturday, I can never sleep in peace. I can never sleep in peace.
What's up with that one friend who laughs at the worst possible situations? Like one day the teacher starts telling the most gut-wrenching, heartbreaking story ever. Something like her grandma just fell down the stairs and oofed herself on the spot. And my friend just looks at me and does the speed try not to laugh emote. Next thing you know, my cheeks are puffed up like a damn balloon, and my whole body is shaking like I just put a fork into an electrical outlet. The worst part? The teacher keeps going and says something diabolically funny like, "You think it's funny, little bro?" What if your grandma fell down the stairs and broke her neck right now? Oh, brother. That's when I explode. Bro, what's up with that
This
one
is
friend
literally
who laughs
actually
at the
so
worst
true.
possible situations? Like one day the teacher starts telling the most gut-wrenching, heartbreaking story ever. Something like her grandma just fell down the stairs and oofed herself on the spot. And my friend just looks at me and does the speed try not to laugh emote. Next thing you know, my cheeks are puffed up like a damn balloon, and my whole body is shaking like I just put a fork into an electrical outlet. The worst part? The teacher keeps going and says something diabolically funny like, "You think it's funny, little bro?" What if your grandma fell down the stairs and broke her neck right now? Oh, brother. That's when I explode. That's when I drop the atomic bomb. That's when I let out the nastiest laugh ever known to mankind. Then you try to explain to the teacher that you weren't laughing at her story, that you just can't control it. But that only makes you laugh even more. So the teacher just low-key kills you right there on the spot. Bro, what's up? Bro,
What is that laugh, though? That's what got me. What was that laugh?
Why do parents act like they've never been kids before? Bro, my mom just caught me sneaking snacks at 2 a.m. and acted like she just uncovered a federal crime. Why are you eating cookies in the dark? Go back to bed and let me live my life. And she hits me with the,
You're going to ruin your appetite.
first of all, my appetite is unbreakable. Second, I know you used to do this too.
Don't lie.
And don't even get me started on the back in my day speeches. We didn't have phones. We played outside until the street lights came on. Didn't have Wi-Fi, so I think I won. The worst is when they pretend they don't understand technology. Why is the TV not working? Because you sat on the remote again. How do I close this app? You had this phone for 5 years.
Figure it out.
Then they get mad when I'm on my phone too much. Go outside. Get some fresh air. Okay, but the second I step outside, it's...
Where are you going?
Why do parents act... Why do parents... Tell me why whenever the teacher leaves the class for 0.1 seconds, the whole class turns into a...
Literal zoo.
Bro, the teacher closes the door and it instantly turns into WWE, Hunger Games, and World War III.
Once.
People start doing backflips on their desks, and there's even a dodgeball tournament in the back of the class. But there's always that one teacher's pet who starts telling everyone to shut up and saying, if you don't stop talking, I'm telling the teacher. And the moment the teacher comes back in, everyone teleports to their seats like nothing happened. Tell me why whenever the teacher leaves the class for 0. Tell me what... Tell me...
But that's actually so true, too. That's actually so true as well. That's so true, too. That's so true, too. That's actually crazy.
Bro, why does math class feel easy, but the exam looks like it was designed by NASA? Like in class, we're doing the simplest stuff ever. If Tom
By
has 3 apples and gives
NASA.
away one...
By
Bro,
NASA.
okay, cool. I understand. Then the exam starts and suddenly it's Tom buys 47 watermelons traveling at 200 miles per hour while a train leaves Chicago. What does this have to do
Chicago.
with math? Like, bro, I came here for algebra, not to solve the economy. And the teachers always lie, too. Don't worry, guys. The test is just like the homework. Yeah, right. The homework was 2 plus 2. The exam is prove why 2 plus 2 exists using 14 pages of evidence. And then one brave student asks for help, and the teacher instantly turns into a supervillain. We literally did this yesterday. Bro, he asked for help, not a public execution. Meanwhile, I'm staring at question 4 like it's written in ancient Egyptian. And when the test ends, the teacher always
Egyptian.
smiles like, see, that wasn't so hard. Bro, that was not a test. That was a boss fight. Subscribe for passing grades. Bro, why does math class easy, but the exam feels like
Squid Game.
like math teacher will tell you that the exam is going to be... Bro, why does math class easy, but the exam feels like
Squid Game.
like math teacher will tell you that the exam is
Wait a
going to be
minute,
easy.
what?
Bro, why does math class easy, but the exam feels like
Squid Game.
like math teachers will tell you that the exam is going to be easy. Next thing you know, question 1 looks like it was written by NASA. I came here to solve for X, not calculate
Rocket fuel on Mars.
On
Class, they give us
Mars?
toddler level questions. Johnny has 2 apples and gives away 1. How many apples does he have left? Cool. Simple. I got this. Then on the exam, it's like, if Johnny invests his apples at a 7% return while orbiting Jupiter at light speed, how many apples will he have left after
Time dilation.
What do you mean? Where was this in the notes? And teachers love saying, if anyone's confused,
Just ask.
so one kid raises his hand like, I don't get number 3. And instead of helping, the teacher turns into a stand-up comedian.
You don't know this?
We literally just learned it. Bro, he asked for help.
Not a roast session.
And the classic line, the exam will be
Just like the homework.
Yeah, sure. The homework was 2 plus 2. The test is prove 2 plus 2 equals 4 using 2 plus 2 equals 4. 17 paragraphs.
And your will to live.
Then when it's over, they smile and say, see?
That wasn't too hard.
Yes, it was. That wasn't an exam. That was a boss battle. And I walked in with no armor, no weapons, and 0 mental health left. Why does math class...
0 mental...
Why does... ma-
0 mental health left? What?
Why do we all have that one friend who just loves to rage bait teeth? The one thing you didn't study... The one thing you didn't study always appears in the exam. Like, bro, I studied everything. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. Even the parts the teacher said weren't important. I walk into the exam confident, open the paper, and somehow, question 1 is the only thing I skip. Bro, how? Out of the entire textbook, the examiner somehow found the one page I looked at and said, nah, I'm not learning that. And then your brain starts bargaining. Maybe the answer will come to me. It never comes. Now you're staring at the question like it's written in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. And after the exam, everybody starts discussing the answers. And suddenly you remember everything. Bro, where was this information 20 minutes ago? The one thing you
That's
didn't study
actually accurate.
Bro, why the hell is it that... Why does every slang word in this generation have to do with food? You're chopped, you're cooked, you ate, stop glazing.
This
Like,
is
why
so
does it all have to
true.
do with food? One mistake and
This is
suddenly
so
you're cooked.
true.
Am I a person or a full course meal? Then you ate what? There's no plate, no fork, nothing. But somehow you still ate. Don't forget tea. Now we're rating people like drinks. Her body is tea, like bro, since when did we become beverages? Conversations don't even sound normal anymore. It sounds like we all such big backs, bro. Everything is food, everything is eating. Nobody is just normal anymore. Why does everything have to do with food?
Oh my goodness.
Why does every slang... Why do we all have that one friend who sends you a million videos a day? Bro, why do teachers always put stuff in the test that we never talked about? Like I'm reading the question thinking, when did this happen? Was I absent for a whole semester? You're flipping the page hoping it gets better. It doesn't. Every question feels like it belongs to a different class. And then they say, you should know this. Know from where? Meanwhile, you studied everything you were supposed to learn, and none of it is on the test. Like, thanks, that really helped. And the confidence they have, too. Walking around the room like this is completely normal. Bro, this was not in the lesson. At that point, you're not even answering anymore. You're just guessing and hoping something sticks. I swear some tests aren't exams. They're surprise events. Subscribe for fair question. Bro.
Fair question and surprise events. What? Fair question and surprise events is actually crazy.
Bro, I'm not even joking. I learned more English from Roblox than...
That's crazy.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck. You've reached your limit on talking.
I swear, small talk is a form of...
Psychological torture.
Like you're stuck in an elevator or waiting in line with someone you kind of know. The silence is so loud, so your brain just panics and you blurt out,
So crazy weather, huh?
bro, we both have eyes. We're both standing in the weather.
What is there to discuss?
And they just hit you with a...
Yep.
And now you're back to square one, silence. My mind is racing, trying to find another topic.
Got any plans for the weekend?
Bro, it's...
Tuesday.
Who thinks that far ahead? I'd rather just stand here and...
Stare at the wall.
It's less awkward. I swear, small talk is a form... Why are school bathrooms so disgusting? They should come with a warning label like...
Enter at your own risk.
Enter at your own risk.
And some guy is yapping about his girlfriend in stall 2, while stall 3 is just a giant cloud of blue cotton candy flavored air. And in stall 1, you got two goofballs filming a TikTok dance. And if you tell them to move out of the way, they look at you like
You just insulted
Their whole bloodline.
bro, just let me take a piss. And don't even get me started on the sinks. Almost always there's no soap, and if there is,
It smells like
Cheese and flowers mixed together
the water pressure is a joke. One side is literal lava,
the other is
from a glacier.
and why is there always that one person just standing by the mirror doing nothing, just staring into the abyss like
like an NPC.
Waiting for a quest
Also, I'm afraid to even breathe in there. Last time I did,
The smell sent me
to another realm.
a normal student, you come out a war veteran with a 1,000-yard stare and a hand that's still wet because the hand dryer is...
weaker than my
95-year-old grandma. I see myself in class.
Why are school bathrooms so disgusting? They should come with a war... Why are school bathrooms so... I swear there is nothing worse than when you're just trying to...
Jeez.
Why does the room go dead silent the second the teacher asks a question? Like, bro, she's asking about some useless math problem. Who even cares what X is? The moment she goes,
Anyone want to try?
it's
Quiet.
so quiet you can hear
Your own soul trying to
Escape your body.
everyone turns into an NPC. The kid next to me starts
stroking his chin like he's
Solving world hunger
Some goofball is suddenly writing furiously in a notebook.
that's been empty
since September.
And I'm just staring at my
Since
shoes like they've got
September.
answers to life.
Then she says it, the cursed words.
All right.
I'll just pick some.
That's when the panic hits. My brain is fully cooked. And the teacher,
She's got that little smirk.
like she knows she holds all the power. She starts scanning the room like
She's selecting her
Next victim.
you blink too loud. You shift in your seat.
You exist.
Boom.
You're done.
She calls on some poor soul in the back. You can literally see
the life drain.
Drain from his eyes.
She goes,
So,
What's the answer?
and this dude
after a full minute of
Soul searching.
just goes,
An adverb? Did you forget this is math class?
sighs. And the rest of us all exhale like
we just survived.
The near-death experience.
at this point, if she keeps playing these games,
I swear.
My bladder's not gonna make it.
why did the room go dead silent? Why do parents ask the dumbest fucking questions? I was walking home and it started pouring like the sky had a
Mental breakdown.
thunder, lightning, wind, slapping me in the face like I owed it money. My umbrella folded in half like a busted tortilla chip, so I just gave up. Full body baptism in the middle of the street. I get home dripping wet, looking like I just survived both a natural disaster and a breakup. I walk through the door and the first thing my mom says is,
Is it raining?
"No, Mom, I just decided to swim home in jeans." Then my dad jumps in with, "Why didn't you take the bus?"
Bro, I tried.
The bus zoomed past me doing 90 like it was auditioning for Fast and Furious 12 public transit drift. So now I'm standing in the hallway, puddle forming at my feet,
Trauma in my eyes.
and my mom hits me with, "You better not be getting sick."
Ma'am, I am already 50% rainwater.
It's too late. Then I sneeze once,
Just one time.
and she's like, "See, I told you, wet hair."
50% rainwater.
Dry my head.
Mid-tornado.
And just when I think the interrogation is finally over, I go to my room, sit down, headphones on, trying to disassociate
communicate in peace.
She barges in and goes, "Are you listening to something?"
No, Mom. I wear headphones raw dog.
Just to block out your aura. Parents really got a PhD in asking NPC-ass questions at the worst possible times. Next time, I'm just gonna walk in, look her dead in the eyes, and be like, "No, Mom,
It wasn't raining.
I just pissed myself aggressively from the sky." Why do parents ask the dumbest questions?
What?
I'm starting to realize that I'll never forget the first time I saw a letter in math class. Like, bro.
Why do parents...
I'm starting to realize that I'll never forget the first time I saw a letter in math class. Like, bro, I was sitting there minding my business doing normal math. You know, like 6 plus 7 equals 13, 7 minus 6 equals 1, basic stuff, numbers made sense. Then one day, the teacher writes on the board, solve for X. And I'm sitting there like,
X?
recited the alphabet. I thought we left letters in English class. My brain completely shut down. I raised my hand and asked, "Miss, what is X?" And she goes, "X is a variable."
Variable?
What does that even mean? She's explaining it like it's the most normal thing, and I'm just sitting there having a full crisis. Like, Barrow, you're telling me I gotta find what X is, but you're the one who put it there? Make it make sense. The worst part is some kid in the front row raises his hand and goes, "Oh, so X equals 42.
Brother!
How did you get that? I'm still trying to process why there's a letter here, and he's already got the answer. Like he's been solving for X his whole life. From that day forward, math was never the same. First, it was X, then it was Y, then they threw in Z, and I'm like, are we doing math or are we spelling? At this point, I've accepted that I will never truly understand why letters exist in math. I'm starting to realize that I'll never forget the first time I'm starting to...
That's actually so true though.
Why do group presentations feel like public
Executions. Like, bro,
We all worked on it. But the second the teacher says, "Okay, group 4, you're up," everyone looks at me like I'm the damn sacrifice.
suddenly I'm walking to the front like it's my funeral. Palms sweaty.
Voice gone, knees acting like they've never walked before. And of course, the one dude who did nothing starts talking
Talking like he's the CEO.
CEO of NASA. Today we will be discussing the socio-economic impacts of...
Bro, you didn't even open the Google Doc.
Then it's my turn. I look at the slides like I've never seen them before. Words, gone.
Brain.
Rebooting. All I say is,
So, yeah. Awkward cough.
basically, and don't get me started on the people watching. Nobody's listening.
One guy's asleep, another's chewing gum like it owes him money. And I
Swear someone's recording me on Snap with the caption,
bro's fighting for his life. Then the teacher hits us with,
"Great job. That's a 6 out of 10.
6. We just emotionally died on stage for that.
Why do group presentations... Why do group...
That is insane. But yeah, they can actually kind of feel that. They actually can kind of feel that way sometimes, which is absolutely absurd. Alright. Wait. Bro. POV, your brain stops working.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck? Excuse me, what the actual fuck?
Wait, what?
Excuse me, what the actual fuck?
Why? 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 Like, why is that so funny? Why is that so funny? Anyways, guys, I am going to leave it here. I had a great time with this. And yeah. I haven't done this in a while, and I'm glad that I brought this back. So if you guys are new, subscribe. Do it with the challenge. And I'll see you guys next time.